Hello, good morning. So in this video, I'll be teaching BOM, that is Business Operations and Management. So let me share the screen. Yes. So this is a summary video of what was taught in semester 2, week 2 of Introduction to Business Operations and Management, and the module code is BMM 3003. So this is what we are going to learn today. The learning outcome of this session are assignment overview for the semester 2 and review of smart business objectives and best analysis. So in the previous video, I have already explained the assignment brief and what you're supposed to do for your assignment in the semester 2. So I will just revise the assignment 2 now. So this assignment is all about self-reflection report containing 2000 words, and the learning outcomes are key concepts of effective operation strategy, and you should be able to explain the role and scope of business management. And these are the main key topics that you have to include in the assignment, that is an introduction, reflection of semester 1, reflection of semester 2, and conclusion. But make sure you give more weightage to reflection of semester 2, and the word limit is 2000 words. Yes. So this is going to be one of the important topic that we are going to learn in today's session, that is reflective model, Gibbs reflective cycle. So Gibbs reflective cycle, it provides you a structure or a format for explaining about your learning experience. And this Gibbs reflective cycle, it was developed by Graham Gibbs in 1988 to give a structure to learning from experiences. And you have 6 stages when it comes to Gibbs reflective cycle. And the 6 stages are description, feelings, evaluation, analysis, conclusion, and action plan. So when it comes to description, you have to describe the entire situation in detail, and you might ask questions like what happened during the situation, when and where did it happen, who was present, like what did you do, and what did the other people do, what was the outcome of the situation. So you have to describe the entire situation that you faced in detail under the description part. And when it comes to feelings, you have to explore any feelings or thoughts that you had during the experience, and how they may, and how those feelings have impacted your experience. And you can ask questions like what were you feeling during the situation, and what were you feeling before and after the situation, and what do you think other people felt about that situation, and what do you think about the situation now. So it's all about how you were feeling throughout the entire experience that you had, which we'll be explaining under feelings. Uh, to give you an example for this, if you take any scenario of doing a group, or like a group assignment, in that you can explain the feelings as like before we came together and realized we still had a lot of work to do. I was quite happy and thought we had been smart when we divided the work between us, and when we realized we couldn't handle the assignment like it was, I got like quite frustrated. So you can explain your feelings like how, like happy, sad, or frustrated, how you felt during the experience. And the next part or the next stage in Gibbs reflective cycle is evaluation. So under evaluation, like here you have the chance to evaluate like what worked for you and what did not work for you in that particular situation. And you should try to be as objective, and you should try to be as honest as possible. And to get the most out of your reflection, focus both on positive and negative aspects of the situation. Um Yeah, and the important or helpful questions that you might ask to answer this evaluation part is: what was good and bad about the experience, what went well, what did not go so well, and what did you and other people contribute to the situation. It might be positively or negatively. So these questions will help you to answer to the evaluation part. Um, to give you a similar example, like I took the situation of a group work assignment. So, to explain about evaluation under that, you can tell something like: the things that were good and worked well was the fact that each group member produced good quality of work for the agreed deadline, and moreover, the fact that two people from the group cancelled plans motivated us to work harder in the evening, and that contributed positively to the group's work ethics. And the things that clearly did not work was that we assumed we wrote in the same way, and therefore the overall time plan of the group failed. So you can explain something like this regarding what worked for the entire group, what went well, what did not go well, etc. And the next stage is analysis. And the analysis step, like this is the step where you have to like where you have the chance to make sense of what happened. Like until now you have focused on details around like what happened in the situation. So now you have a chance to extract the meaning out of it. Like you have to target the different aspects that went on well or poorly and ask yourself why. Like you need to question yourself. And if you are looking to include like academic literature, this is the best place where you can do it. And the helpful questions under analysis is: why did things go well, or why didn't it go well? What sense can I make of the situation? And you can also include questions like: what knowledge, like yourself or others, can help under the situation. Yes, that is all about analysis. So basically, you have to you should extract the meaning out of what worked well and what did not work well. And when it comes to the next stage is all about conclusion. So conclusion is basically a summary of the entire experience. You have to just sum up everything and just put it in a paragraph. So in this section you make conclusions about what happened, and this is where you actually summarize your learning and highlight what changes to your actions could improve the outcome in the future. So you have to write how can you improve yourself for the better in the future, and it should be a natural response to the previous sections whatever you have written. And the helpful questions might be like: what did I learn in this entire situation that I had, and how could this have been a more positive situation for everyone involved, and what skills do I need to develop for me to handle the same situation in the future, and what else could I have done in this particular situation. So these questions can help you to answer the conclusion part of the reflective cycle. Yeah. And the last phase in Gibbs reflective cycle is action plan. So at this step, you plan for what you would do differently in a similar or related situation in the future. So if you, when you, it's something like if you're facing the same situation in the future, how would you act differently in that situation? So it can also be extremely helpful to think about how you will help yourself to act differently, such that you don't plan what you will do differently, but also how you will make sure it happens. So and some of the important questions that you can ask are like: if I had to do the same thing again, like how can I do it differently, and how will I develop the required skills I need, and how can I make sure that I can act differently next time. So if you answer these three questions, you will be able to write a better action plan. So this is all about Gibbs reflective cycle. So Gibbs reflective cycle gives you a structure or a framework for you to explain your learning experience in a better manner. So so every stage is explained in detail in the module slides, in the lecture slides. So you can find these slides on Moodle. You can download them for your reference. Yes. So uh, there is an activity, and this activity was conducted to all the students who attended the class. So the students were divided into different groups, like around 4 to 5 students in a group, and the activity is all about smart business objectives. So smart business objectives is already taught in the first semester, and this is just a revision. So smart business objectives is all about how can business objectives uh, frame their objectives in a smart way. And smart has a full form, like S stands for specific, M stands for measurable, A stands for attainable, R stands for realistic objectives, and T stands for time bound. Yes. So the activity goes like, I have given 4 business objectives here, and you are supposed to read those objectives, and you have to supposed to read the objectives and discuss whether they are smart business objectives or not. If they're not smart business objectives, you have to give suggestions like how you can make them as smart. So let us see here in the suggested answers. The first objective was to make an additional profit within the next 12 months. So the objective is not smart here. So they have mentioned that they have to make an additional profit within the next 12 months. But additional, how much additional profit? So it is not measurable. The additional profit is not measurable. So it has to be measurable to make it smart. And the next objective is to increase sales by 7,500 pounds in the coming future. So in this, the problem is they have mentioned in the coming future, so it is not time bound. So as you know, T stands for time bound, so they have to mention the particular time, in how much time period that they have to increase the sales, but it is not time bounded. So it is not a smart business objective. And the third objective is to reduce by 50% in the next 6 months. So here it is measured, even the time bound is mentioned, but it is not specific. So S stands for specific, right? So to reduce 50%. So the question is to reduce what? What do they want to reduce? So they have not specified what they want to reduce. So again, it's not a smart business objective. And the last one is to reduce staff turnover by 90% within the next 1 month. So, to reduce staff turnover by 90% within 1 month, it's highly unrealistic. It is not attainable at any cost. So, you cannot reduce staff turnover by 90% in the next 1 month. Here, they have mentioned what to reduce, how much, time bound, everything, but it is not attainable. So, again, it is not a smart business objective. So, this was the activity which was conducted in the class, and the students in the class did a really good teamwork and they gave brilliant answers. So this is how you can make the business objectives look smart and achievable and realistic. And this next activity is all about pest analysis. So, pest analysis is conducted by any business to analyze the impact of external environment on their business, right? So, under pest analysis, P stands for political, E stands for economical, S stands for social, and T stands for technological. So, this activity was also done in group, and the students really answered well, and they tried their best to analyze which example comes under pest analysis, like which example is political, economical, social, or technological. So this is all about BOM for week 2. So I have revised the assignment overview in this, and I have also explained Gibbs reflective cycle, and we've also done 2 activities on smart business objective and categorize different how to categorize different situations, whether it is coming under political, economical, social, or technological criteria. So This is all about BOM semester 2, week 2. Thank you.